Hello guys. So if you're a beginner and maybe you're a student and maybe you have challenges with understanding programming or coding, so this video is for you. And if you find this video useful, just I request you to subscribe to my channel for more content. So I'm going to show you how you can easily understand computer programming, aka coding. I just give you a 5-minute tutorial, and that's exactly what is needed to understand programming. So the first thing here, so I'm going to show it practically. So I'm going to talk about, I'll just go straight forward and tell you the things that you need to know. So the first thing here is to understand the variables. Okay, you need to understand variables. 2, you need to understand functions. And 3, you need to understand keywords. Okay, so these are the basic things for beginners. If you are a beginner, okay, for beginners, this is just enough. Okay, you can see. Are you seeing this? Is the word is here? It's because I'm trying to, this is here is highlighted in blue because it's a keyword. Okay. It's a keyword, okay? It's a programming keyword, especially in Python, okay? So you can see it's highlighted. So very first, let me show you how why you need, as a beginner, you should not even crack your mind. The first 3 elements of programming that you should know is variables, functions, and keyword. Okay. So I'll just take you back to mathematics. Okay. Back to math. Okay. At least you need to have basic math to understand programming very well. Okay, not necessarily, but it should make your understanding easier. So what are variables? Okay, for example, in mathematics, if you had let's say an expression or an equation like 2x plus 3y is equal to maybe 9. Again, so yeah, or maybe equal to c. So the x here, the x, x and y are variables. This is something we learned in mathematics. Okay, these are the variables. Okay. And then if maybe 2x plus c, and then this one will be a function. 2x plus 3y equal to c. This can be a function. This is a function. Okay, as a function. So you can see a function is also a keyword. You can see it's being highlighted because I'm using a text editor. It has IntelliSense. Okay, so it just detects some keyword there. So you can see, so it's a function of the given variables. Okay, in this case, let's say c is a function of x and y. Okay, That's very basic mathematics. So here is a point. So functions of variable. What are the functions of this variable? Functions of the variables. So imagine programming just plays around this very basic three things: variables, functions, and keywords. Functions of the variable is to store data. Simple. Storing data. Then to store data. Okay. Then the function of the functions. Okay, yes, function of the function. The function of the function is to perform something. Okay, something on the given variables. Okay, simple. And then the keywords are just designated as they're just designated words, functional words. Okay. These are like vocabularies or jargon of the particular programming language. And as such, you can see even and is a keyword, and as such, they can refer to names of inbuilt functions, constructs, and any other thing. Okay. So let me show a very good example. So let's do an example. Example. Based on the three elements above. Let's see how. Okay, example based on that. So let's say we need a program to perform, okay, operation to perform what do we call arithmetic operations. Let's add, subtract, add, let's say multiplication, and then division. So we are strictly this for any beginner who may be still finding challenges in understanding how challenging it is. Now look at this. Let's start with program. Let's start with addition. So we have variables x and y. So this is very simple. So we need a program to add x and y. So let's start with Python. Let me use Python in this case. Let me use Python. Okay. Let's use Python. You can see even Python is a keyword there. So we need a program to add x and y in Python. So we won't even do anything. We will just say x equal to, we give it a value. Let's say 5, y equal to 8. We give it something like that, and then we give another variable c. Let's say let me use c equal to x plus y. Simple. Then so you can see here we have a variable, then we have an operator here. Maybe yes. Let me add something here for maybe operators, but in this, just something like that. It's keyword. It's part of keywords. Yeah. So I have the variables here. All of them here are variables. So now the next thing here, I need a keyword. The keyword, which is a function here. So print. Okay. Print. So print is a keyword. Print is a keyword. Okay, that we need here. However, if you do this print, then we have this bracket. It becomes a function. It becomes a function. Okay, simple as that. So we have the keyword there. Print one the result. So print z, print z. That's all. So you run this program and it will give you the answer. To give you the output. Give the output as 13. You can see as is also keyword. As simple as that. Okay. Now, let me show you. Suppose we have C or C++ here. Want to do the same thing. So this thing will be a little bit. So this is a little bit different. Okay, so we need to include, first of all, so for C++, we include input output stream. Okay. And then we come to the main function. I think this might confuse beginners and so on. So then we come to the main function. Then we put here, we say int x, y. Sorry, z is also an integer, something like that. And then But why would we? Okay, anyway, you could start something and then you come again here and say x equal to 5, y equal to 8. Sorry, forgot here. And then z equal to x plus y, and then I come here and say c out c, then I return 0. Done. However, why would I this one you can let me show you something here. You don't necessarily need to write this way. Okay, right here I could say this int x 5, y 8, z x plus 8. Okay, x plus 8, what x plus 1. However, I just want us to, if this brings an error, you can try to put the commas here, maybe. If maybe it brings an error, okay? So you can see how complex the C languages are. So let us remove the. So let's use Python. So you can see here, okay? Now, let's look at a function, okay? Even though we already have a function here. So let's look at function. Now, the function, as you can see here, now I want to show you the purpose of function. The function cell. So we are going to create our own function, okay? So the function the purpose of the function is to act on the variable. So like here we have the variables x and y. So let's say we need a function to subtract the two, okay? So so we create the function here. So this is how we create a function in Python. We use the keyword define, okay? We use the keyword define. So let's define add, and then define add, then we give the parameters here. Like we give the variables that this function is supposed to act on. So we can pass, though at this stage, this like it is not it is not a must, okay? It is not a must, okay? And then colon, okay? So this function will return x plus y. Okay, so once we define a function here, we have created our function and with the parameters x, y, and then it returns x plus y. And once we define it that way, then once we proceed down here, and then we come and say add 5, 8. Okay. 5, 8, it will give us same as this. It will give us, but how is it going to give us? How is it going to give us the answer 13? So you could create a variable here, but for the sake of understanding, that's enough. That's enough. That's how you create a function. That's how you use the function. Now, since we'll be interested in the answer, we can store this into a variable. Now, this is very important. That's why you need to understand variables. So we can store the result of this function, add 5, 8 into a variable c, something like that. Then we come here and again say print z, okay, so that we get our answer, something like that. Okay, so you need to understand variables first, just like the way you understood it in math from elementary school, primary school, high school, all that, the x and y, how you use them to store numbers or values, how you use them as unknowns to find the value of unknown, something like that. So you store whatever you want into these variables, and then the function will act on the variables to get the result. Okay. Similarly, if you want to perform maybe something like, so you can define maybe product for multiplication. Define product, again product of what? Of the two. And then come here and say return the product of the two. Okay, simple. Then you do the same. Product or alternatively you can you can do this. Okay, let's say you could do this to avoid something before you return here. So we have product xy. Okay, Python is dynamical typed. Okay, so you don't have to define or initialize the variable by using. You can just define the time you're using it. So you can say it under the function. Okay, under the function you can say z equal to x times y under the function there, and then you return z. Okay, so that down here you will just print z. Okay, so that you avoid something like this whereby you have to again give this to whatever. Okay, so this is how you create. Another thing here to make to solidify your understanding on functions, that me talk of something else here, because so this is what I can say. Variables are members of functions which means they come under functions. Variables are member function, which means they come under function. Okay, like you can see here we have the function. You can see here we have the function and the variables comes under it. The reason I'm saying this is because as we head on to OOP, we have classes. Okay, whereby you find that both functions and variables are members of classes. Okay. Okay. This to me, it's very important to understand the order, because at least it will easier your comprehension program. For example, if you create a class in Python, you use the keyword class. Okay. So it's class student, something like that, and maybe blah blah. Inside this, you'll have a constructor. Okay, the constructor. Anyway, this is not for beginners. Okay, let me stop it. This is not for beginners, but you need to understand this. Okay, so let's see for another programming language. Yeah, by the way, let me tell you something. Yeah. Okay. If you understand C, and then you can definitely understand Java and JavaScript. Okay, Python has a different semantic is there semantic or what? If you understand, in fact, the layout and everything, yeah. So Python has a different style. Okay. So look at this. Because most of you will need to understand JavaScript, it's good if I show you the same in yeah. So for example, let's create a function in C++ or even C. So first of all, C, Java are statical typed. Okay. So whenever you are declaring a variable, you need to state if what type that variable is. Whenever you are declaring a function or defining a function, you need to tell what type. So for example, let's do this and let's add the two variables in C++. Let's add. Okay. So of course you will import this or include the standard .h. This for C. This C++. Okay. Once you do that, now since we want to create function, we want to go direct to the main function. So let's create the function here to add. Okay. So you're adding. So you need, because we're adding 5 and 8. These are integers. So you have to say int add int x int y. So okay. That is it. Then you can just do exactly what we did there. You say int z equal to x plus y. Return z. Or can just return x plus y. So you are done. So this function is ready for you. So how do you use this function? So you come here and down here, and again you come to the main function. Okay. Come to the main function and make use of this. So in the main function, you can have anything. You can even have variables. You can have variables of your choice. You create them here. So you can just say, call that function add 5 8. Return 0. Once you run this program, you will get 13. Okay, you will get the same result as this one here. So that's how now. So we have talked of variables, functions, keywords. Okay, like if you are a beginner and you don't want to get a lot of confusion, just to avoid any confusion, let me tell you this. You can even see inside this code editor, you can see anything that is highlighted here is a keyword. Okay, all these are keyword. Okay, once you understand variables and their purpose in programming, once you understand functions and their purpose, once you understand keywords are like so they're those words in that dictionary that are just guiding you. Okay, they're guiding you how, like this one, return, this, def, whatever. Yeah, all these are keywords. Okay, so you simply know how to play with variables and functions as a beginner and create simple program like this, adding this operation. You are good to go. I'm going to post more of this kind of content. So if you found this video once again valuable, kindly just give me a subscribe, hit the like button and subscribe, and I will appreciate.